left in the first quarter. On the floor for the Warriors, Kuminga is out there with MP. Then there's Brandon Kuczynski. Then it's Moody. And it's Horford in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. And here's MP. He'll bring it up for the Warriors. They've been playing excellent team basketball. 9 wins in a row.
You can feel the energy in the air around this team. They know they are on a roll, and they are committed to keeping it going as long as they can.
4 on the clock. Fires the 3. Count that one. He's 8 for 10 from the field now.
You know you're doing something right when you find yourself up double digits in the first period.
They were ready to roll right through the tip. There was no warm-up period. It was only, let's do this.
Here's Jokic. Again, Jokic missing.
Nice reaction defensively, determined to make that a difficult shot.
And so it's the Golden State Warriors going into the break up 12. They put in work down low, getting in close and scoring in bunches. We'll be right back after this word. We welcome you back to second quarter action. Plenty of basketball left to play, but this one has been one-sided so far. Boy, for the Warriors, this has been the game they've wanted to have.
Give it up for their D. They're battling, communicating, and coming up with key stops.
It's been a group effort, and that's what it takes to play the kind of defense that they've played. Great showing from them.
So on the floor for Golden State, they've got Moody. Jonathan Kuminga is out there with MP. Then there's Stephen Curry, and it's Horford in at the center spot.
They're really dictating the tempo on both ends of the court. You love it.
And guys, to go on a big run, get some breathing space, it has to be a great play on each end.
And we're joined now by Shams Charania. He's calling in with a story. Good to have you, Shams. What's going on?
Well, fans becoming very familiar with the term second apron over the last few seasons. Front offices admit the devil is in the details. While it's not exactly a hard cap, teams are showing little willingness to endure the penalties that come with persisting above that second apron threshold.
That's for certain. Shams, thank you for the report. And David Adelman wants a timeout. We might see him looking to make some tweaks to the strategy. A different look for Denver. Jokic is checked in for Valanciunas. Brown comes in for Strawther. And it's Pickett in for Holmes. Jimmy Butler's checked in for the Warriors. Hield comes in for Moody. Here's Pickett. No points yet. To the paint. Brown passes to Hardaway. Here's Pickett. The Nuggets need to get one up. Jokic. And the rebound goes to the Warriors. Bryant's got 8 rebounds in the game. And Grant Stephen Curry said his goal was to play meaningful basketball games. With the arrival of Jimmy Butler, that proved to be the case.
Yeah, the Warriors have been looking to get Steph some help. The fit with Jimmy was questioned, but it's worked out better than most people expected.
And keeping us updated from the sideline, Allie LaForce.
Thank you. Nikola Jokic is a family man through and through. He said, quote, "Basketball is not the main thing in my life and probably never will be. And to be honest, I like it because I have something more at home, something that's more important than basketball." Back to you guys.
Some good perspective. Thank you very much for the report, Allie. It's time to take a glance again at that superb block.
You know, you can't ask for any better defense than that. He responded so fast to the shooter, and it stifled him.
And Denver making a change here. Gordon's checked in. The Warriors also with a sub. Post is checked in for Kuminga. And another miss by Denver. The Warriors lead by 17. Bryant from deep three-point land. Golden State with a rebound. Nails it from beyond the arc.
Wow, their opponent is doing a tremendous job spacing the floor.
Jokic with a screen on Curry. Pass to Jokic. And here's Hardaway. Tried to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. Bryant from deep three-point land. And it's Denver with a rebound.
If you're looking for ways to help your team, that's last on the list.
Not only a terrible shot, but also at the worst possible time. That's just not good.
Pick works well there, but the defense left a lot to be desired.
Yeah, that just comes down to a lack of effort. The defender has to do a better job fighting through the screen.
Bryant with the bucket.
This quarter has been all his. I suggest they keep the ball in his hands.
Nuggets trail by 20. To the middle. Here's Jokic. And the dunk by Jokic.
Powerful stuff from the Joker. The defense doesn't want any of that, and I don't blame them.
MP looking it over. Fades back. And the sweet roll that time on the rim. That one falls. Bryant's got 30.
They're in strong position coming down the stretch, and he is a big reason why.
So David Adelman's decided to call timeout here. Coach probably just checking to make sure everybody's on the same page here. Johnson, he's checked in for the Nuggets. Here's Pickett. Hasn't gotten one to fall yet. And Gordon with the big finish.
Well, the vertical Gordon has is phenomenal. So why settle for the layup when you can just slam it down?
Bryant. And then Bryant with the dunk.
And give their offense some love. They've been the more efficient team.
Yeah, coach has to be thrilled. You can draw up all the X's and O's you want, but guys have to go out there and execute with enthusiasm.
From deep, Jokic, and the three-pointer goes. Jokic has got 5 points now this quarter.
Zero hesitation from Jokic. Just so confident in his skills.
Bryant outside. The three. And it's Denver with a rebound. Victory eluded them the last time they faced the Warriors.
And it was an entertaining game, but hard to win when you're inconsistent.
Denver moving it around. And here's Gordon from the arc.
And their physical dominance has been on display. A 10-rebound advantage is a good indicator of how this game has gone.
Bryant outside. Played it in with a nice touch off the window. Bryant's got 34.
And trust me, when the D's slow to react, he'll be the first guy to make them pay.
Yeah, they're going to do a much better job of putting a little bit of pressure on him.
And through the first half, a pretty lopsided affair. The Warriors on top, up 19. Don't go away. We'll be back momentarily.
Well, right now for the Nuggets, they are hurting. What's that saying? It's always darkest before the dawn? Well, must be in the middle of the night over there, because it's dark.
And getting back to our current contest, very impressive first half performance for the Warriors. Thanks as always for watching. Let's head back to Bryant.
And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the rout that it's threatening to be. And it's the Warriors with the ball. And Grant David Adelman, a second-generation NBA head coach, grew up immersed in the game.
Yeah, B.A., basketball was a family obsession. David, a ball boy for the Blazers in the 90s, went on to coaching, which he's done for decades. His whole life has led him to this.
Brown at the 2, Johnson at the 3. Gordon and Jokic, the inside combo. And it's Pickett in at the point. That's the group in the game for the Nuggets. Pass to Pickett. Gordon outside. Inside. Here's Jokic. Rebounded by Green.
And the shooter had very little space on that attempt.
I'm sure they'll think twice about shooting against him next time.
And that one's good. Bryant.
Looks like we're starting to see a pattern here. Not afraid to get in the paint and get wet.
The Nuggets really having a tough go here.
Second personal foul. First team foul.
So it's Denver now. Down low. Here's Jokic. And Jokic throws it down.
And this is what makes Jokic an MVP caliber talent. His ability to dominate the defense.
Bryant outside. Five to shoot. Again, Golden State.
Relentless in his approach. He has one thing on his mind: close this game out.
Outside Brown. Jokic against Bryant. Poke loose. Stolen by Bryant. Deflects the pass. And that's going to be a travel. And the Warriors make some changes. Horford, he's...
Substitution on the court.
.27 seconds left in the third. Hardaway, the pass to Valanciunas. Pass to Strother. Just 5 on the clock. Here's Watson. Good on the bucket. 5 ticks left in the third quarter. And so it's the Golden State Warriors in control with a 16-point advantage heading into the... And a moment now as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
You can count on him to deliver a few assists like this one each and every night.
And the ability to drop your jaw with the pass is something you rarely see in this league. What a talent he is.
Well, there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. And so in the game for the Warriors, they've got Moody. MP is out there with Butler. Then it's Buddy Hield, and it's Podziemski in at the 1. Here's Bryant. Valanciunas with a rebound. Valanciunas has got 5 rebounds in the game. Pass to Strother from deep. Fires in the triple.
I guess that defense thought they could live with that, and he punished them for thinking so.
Bryant in the high post. Valanciunas on him. He gets it in there. Bryant's got 42 in the game.
No, he's been locked all the way in from the floor, and he's the #1 reason why they're winning right now.
Pass to Valanciunas. Crafty move, going inside, and the dunk by Valanciunas.
I mean, with his height and size, stopping Valanciunas just isn't an option sometimes. What a jam. That's the type of move that you see in a dunk contest.
Takes great confidence to alley-oop to yourself.
Sure does.
Now here's Hardaway, defended by Podziemski. Watson passes to Hardaway. Denver moving it around. Valanciunas got it. Good job in the low post.
Yeah, and Hardaway isn't known for his passing, but he'll find you when you're open.
The Warriors lead by 13. And then Bryant with the dunk.
Oh, nice one-handed jam there, B.A.
Hey, little exclamation point. And we're about 2 minutes into the fourth here. Kicks it out to Hardaway. Here's Strother, guarded by Hield. Screen by Watson. Here's Strother. Can't hit it.
I love their work on the glass. They hold a nice rebounding advantage.
And he's doing it all himself, shouldering the offensive load in effortless fashion right now.
And we've got a timeout from David Adelman. He wants to make sure they're purposeful with the game plan. And Denver will go for a different look here. Aaron Gordon's checked in for Holmes. Cam Johnson comes in for Watson. Brown's checked in for Strother. And it's Pickett in for Hardaway. Green's checked in for the Warriors. Stephen Curry comes in for Podziemski. And now let's check in with Allie LaForce to see how Nikola Jokic is doing. Allie.
Thanks, guys. I got some news from the Nuggets head athletic trainer. He let me know that it's a strained hip, which causes plenty of soreness and shooting pain in that area. An inopportune time here at the start of the season to be faced with any sort of injury, but the bright spot, guys, he's been given the green light to play through it.
Thanks, Allie. Appreciate the update.
Yeah, with the long road ahead, they have to take it one step at a time.
And that's what happens when you don't take care of the ball.
Hey, that makes the turnover hurt even more.
We know mistakes lead to breaks. That's just textbook right there.
It's money from deep.
Nice ball movement there. Delivered the pass right on time.
The Warriors lead by 12. Hits yet again. Wow.
putting on a scoring clinic.
Hey, it's become an old habit. He's tied for the 4th most 50-point games in a single season.
Think about this. This is his 9th 50-piece, tying the great Wilt Chamberlain. Kobe's 10 is next up at 3.
Gordon! Ooh, the 3 doesn't go.
It's clear he's totally out of sync. The team needs to rethink its strategy.
Oh!
Wow! That was
finish right there!
What a finish.
Wow.
And the distance between the point totals for these teams tells the whole story. Just a fantastic effort, and you have to give it up for the Warriors.
They made the most of the extra rebounds tonight. Helped them out a lot.
And when you look at these teams, they're both great rebounding clubs. And any night, either one could have the advantage on the boards.
And with this one, they go double digits in the win column.
But they've got 2 more chances to get some revenge. The matchup doesn't favor them, but against a conference opponent, they're gonna battle hard.
And as it was happening, as it was building, you knew this was a monster game for MP.
He really influenced the game with his rebounding. Just a stellar performance. With all the work he put in, he's gonna sleep well tonight. This is what winning is all about. Playing your best when it matters most.
And let me
And so Golden State takes this one, and by a big margin. And remember, tonight's win means they're 1-0 in the NBA Cup. A great start to the group stage.
Well, getting that first win under your belt is huge. They still have 3 games left, but they're in a great position going forward.
And now let's go to Jennifer Quintana.
Thanks, guys. Double figures in one category. Back to you, Brian.
All right, Jennifer, thanks.
And in the locker room, each guy has been going over and through his own routine to get ready. Hi, everyone. Greetings from 2K Sports. Get ready for some NBA action. With Doris Burke and Greg Anthony, I'm Kevin Harlan. We'll be joined by Allie LaForce on the sideline. And we talk about experimenting with lineups early on, DB. What are some examples of that?
Well, you can have 2 extremes, right? The modern NBA. Most teams need some sort of small ball lineup that they finish with, but we are also increasingly starting to see teams play with multiple bigs on the floor. You have to be able to have multiple tools in your toolbox.
Let's check out Indiana's starting lineup. Walker out there with Pascal Siakam. Then there's Andrew Nembhard. Then there's Obi Toppin. And it's Nesmith in at the 2. And let's go to the sideline. Here's Allen.
Head coach Steve Kerr and I got a chance to talk for a bit. We got to talking about Pascal Siakam. I'll be honest, I love his game, Coach said, but we have to look for ways to stop him. I'm hopeful we can disrupt his rhythm and push him off his spots. So not letting Pascal get what he wants is the game plan here. Back over to you guys.
Thank you, Allie. Shot clock at 6. Bryant against Siakam. And a nice shot by Bryant.
Good way to start this game. You want to get him rolling as early as possible.
He's a guy. Who, if he gets hot, he can carry your offense for long stretches.
Now, here's Siakam. He's someone who's a factor on any given night, averaging more than 22 points a game. And one of the many challenges for a small market team like the Pacers, Greg, going up against that luxury tax.
And they've avoided carrying a payroll that would incur the tax. But right when they said they were planning to do just that, the Bucks stunned everyone with the maneuver to secure Pacers center Miles Turner and perhaps let him off the hook.
6'9" with excellent elevation. No trouble at the cup for Siakam.
The shot's good from Bryant.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from three. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open.
Here's Nembhard. He's definitely a factor in their offense, averaging 12 points a game. Here's Siakam. Fouled in the act of shooting. Gets the bucket anyway, so a three-point play chance for him.
Boy, this guy has been absolutely outstanding this quarter. You love what he's doing out there right now.
On the free throw, no good. And despite all the accolades, GA, is it possible that Pascal Siakam is underrated?
Absolutely. Spicy P is one of the best two-way players in the league. Exceptionally versatile, and his impact goes beyond his impressive stat line.
Now, here's Siakam. After the miss from Bryant, from downtown, and it's Bryant with the rebound.
And even without that three-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
The Warriors shooting their first foul shots of the night here.
And they've had really good numbers all season from the free throw line.
And we've got our 2K insider, Shams Charania, on the line. Shams, what's the story?
Guys, one of the more lengthy free agency sagas revolved around Jonathan Kuminga, and many thought his time was up in Golden State. He saw fewer and fewer minutes down the stretch of last season and into their playoff run. But when Kuminga tested free agency, tested potential sign and trade deals, nobody seemed to be the exact right fit. So eventually, he took the Warriors' offer. Guys, we'll see just how long this lasts, but for now, he'll continue to be in that Golden State uniform.
He'll continue to track that story. Okay, Shams, thanks for the report. Walker with a screen for Nembhard. Fires from deep. Warriors with the rebound. Their last win put them into double digits with 10 in a row. Wow, quite a stretch.
Well, this is a basketball team that's really humming right now. And what you love is they're working together as a unit, which makes it fun to watch. What I'm curious about here is when teams start to adapt and take away their best strategy, how do they keep the streak going? Really, really interested to see how this plays out.
Now here is Horford. Hasn't made one yet. Good on the three-point shot.
And their offense already in a flow. Some stellar shooting to jump out to this league.
Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
And a wide open look for Siakam. Indiana again missing.
And already they've staked out a noticeable advantage in terms of aggression and controlling the backboard.
6-second difference between shot and game clock. A jump hook. Bryant with the rebound.
No doubt he's struggling right now from the field. Let's see if he can get it going this quarter.
Fades back, and the shot is long. And we've reached the end of the first quarter. The Warriors on top. They're up by 9. It's the NBA on 2K Sports. And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. And from what we've seen so far from the Warriors, how would you grade them?
Guys, I love their defense in that first period. They were in position and just challenging shots.
Well, I think they combined great intelligence with great effort, and you can see the results.
They've got Jimmy Butler. Ryan is out there with Kuminga. Then there's Brandon Podziemski, and it's Green in at the 5, down low. So that's the group out there for Golden State. Roberts checked in for Indiana.
Number 26, Ben.
Last outing for Indiana. They won that game against the Nuggets in Ball Arena. Bryant down low. Jackson on him. Lets it fly. Offensive rebound. Kuminga. And Kuminga throws it down.
And you love that kind of activity from Kuminga as he saves that possession.
Outside Jackson. Pass to Mathurin. Some nice passing here by Indiana. McConnell scanning the floor. Indiana needs to get a shot off. Jackson has the open look. Off target with his three.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
Bryant's shot is good.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
Pacers trail by 15. McConnell passes to Mathurin. To the inside. And he jams it with authority.
And nice read for Mathurin. He's always trying to get his teammates going.
And so Steve Kerr decides to call a timeout. He's going to take a few moments here to check in with his team and regroup. And the Warriors making a change here. Curry's checked in. From deep, Bryant. And the Warriors miss again.
Boy, after dropping 2 triples in the first quarter, he hasn't hit another yet.
When it comes to underappreciated players, Doris, in the league, Pascal Siakam comes to mind.
You know, Kev, underrated is a word you have to be careful with because these guys are all NBA players. But Pascal Siakam is always available. He's a two-way force. He can score in many... kinds of systems, and he is going to absorb an elite defensive assignment. This guy is so good.
And the Warriors with some changes. Al Horford's checked in for Green.